The Nkisi mirror and the midnight thief. Let me tell you a story from Central Africa, from the lands of the Congo people, a tale about a mirror, a thief, and the power of seeing yourself clearly. This story takes place long ago, in a time when villages were small but full of life, and every family depended on the harvest to feed their children through the rainy season. Our story begins with two important characters. First, there is NSI, a young man known in his village for his quick hands and quiet ways. NSI grew up hungry. His family struggled to keep enough grain to eat, and sometimes, when hunger gnawed too loudly, he took what he needed from others. Not because he was bad, but because hunger is a powerful thing. It makes people do things they wouldn't otherwise. The second character is Mama Kanza, the village's keeper of the shrine. She was an older woman, wise and kind, known for her deep understanding of the spirits and the objects that held their power. One of these sacred objects was the Nkisi mirror, a special mirror placed in the shrine, said to show not just a person's face, but their true self, their past, and the choices they carried inside. Now, NSI's story comes alive on one quiet night. The village was asleep under a blanket of stars, but NSI was restless. Driven by hunger and the desire to help his family, he crept into the granary, a place where the village stored their precious grain. As his hands reached out for the sacks, something made him pause. It was the Nkisi mirror hanging nearby in the shrine's corner, catching the moonlight. Curious and a little scared, NSI stepped closer. The mirror shimmered, and to his surprise, it showed more than his tired face. It showed his childhood, the cold mornings when he woke hungry, the empty pots in his home, the nights he wished for a full belly. The mirror didn't just accuse him, it reminded him of why he had taken the grain. It was a moment of truth. NSI saw himself not as a thief, but as a boy trying to survive. And with that understanding, something inside him changed. He stepped back, put the grain down, and made a decision. The next morning, he went to Mama Kanza and confessed. Instead of anger, Mama Kanza showed compassion. She understood that hunger had led NSI to make a wrong choice, but she also knew the village needed honesty and trust. So she offered him a chance to make things right. NSI was hired as the night watchman, the one who would guard the granary from harm, ensuring that no grain was lost again. Through this story, we learn something important about accountability and compassion. Sometimes when people make mistakes, it's because they are struggling with things we might not immediately see, like NSI's hunger. But when we understand their story and offer kindness along with responsibility, it helps everyone grow stronger. Imagine if someone took your favorite toy or a snack from your kitchen. You might be upset, but what if they told you they were hungry or lonely? It doesn't mean what they did was right, but it helps you see the problem behind the action. And maybe, together, you could find a way to fix things so it doesn't happen again. The Nkisi mirror reminds us to look deeper, not just to punish, but to understand. It encourages us to face our own past and decisions honestly and to help others do the same. In the end, NSI became not just a watchman, but a trusted member of his village, someone who learned from his mistakes and found a new path forward. So, next time you think about right and wrong, remember NSI and the Nkisi mirror. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to look at ourselves clearly with kindness and choose to make better choices. And that, my friends, is the true power of accountability wrapped in compassion.